Okay, so we boiled it. Travis scooping the foam off. We sterilized our jars. We put our lids in the boiling water over here. We have our little magnetic thing. So once we fill these, then we will wipe them with some vinegar. Where did my vinegar go? That's so weird. I literally just used that. Oh, I put it in the wrong cabinet. Okay, so we have that to wipe down the rims of the jars. Oh, I thought I turned the TV off, but I guess I didn't. No screens or TV after 7 p.m. in our house. New rule. Oh my goodness. What's going on? Why is it so hard to pedal?
Because is it supposed to be that easy? Oh! Mom is the clear road. Stop me.
Are you okay if I do some of this?
Yes, please. Thank you. I have not had time to do dishes today because I've been so busy with all the hitting and everything, trying to get it all done. Here are all the pits. I was hoping to make some little jam jars in these smaller ones to give out as like gifts. The jam is being made right now. We're just working on sterilizing the jars, getting the water. So I think what I'm gonna do is turn this off. Is the jam done, babe?
Yes.
Okay, so we need to scoop that into the jars. And then I think these are still warm, but I'm gonna turn this off for now because I don't want it boiling once we get that in there. I want it to get in there, and then once it starts boiling, then we'll start the timer.
And guys, let's try yummy taste of my pasta.
It was mixed in there for a long time.
Here, try a bite, guys.
Okay, they said like
Taste the yummy
1/4 head
creaminess
space.
bullets. Daddy, try it.
think
Well, that's more than that. You need to put more. You're not.
That's not 1/4?
No, that's like 1
Here,
inch.
mommy, just try me a yummy, delicious
a good
soup
amount.
I
Like
made.
that?
No.
I think that's good. I don't want to do it too much.
Yummy, delicious jam.
So then we need to do, then we put on this,
Also, like
right? And then you do finger tight.
But I'm putting a ball. A thing there. And this is
Okay, and then
taste testing there.
I can pray that I'm doing it right. This took so much time. I don't want to mess it up. So much work,
Also, taste testing.
you know?
No.
Yeah.
But if it works and it tastes good, it's gonna be awesome because then we can like keep it for so long, like in the canning closet, you know?
More powder. There. Now mix it up.
Is that about right?
Yeah, you could probably go a little bit more.
Okay, so this is a little magnetic. This came in the canning kit, so you take it out and then you're not supposed to touch it because that's supposed to be like sterile.
I feel like people are like really crazy. So you can wipe like the outer threads or just barely the top of it, but so surprisingly it's going by pretty fast.
What?
Well, when we were, no, that's not what I mean. What I mean is we're going through this jam very quickly.
Oh yeah, like it's not gonna fill up all the rest of these jars.
Yeah. When we were first doing it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so much. But now there's 3 of these filled up. That's like what you would buy at like a store, you know?
I would like more, please.
All right, let's do some of the smaller ones so that we can maybe get some more. What do you think?
I think it looks really good.
We haven't like tasted it yet, so we don't even know if it tastes good.
I did taste it.
Oh, you did taste it?
Yeah.
How was it?
Tasted good.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yay. Well, that makes me feel better. Any like steps? Like wipe the rim of the jar with vinegar and...
Carrot.
So what are you thinking, babe? So far?
Yeah, I mean,
First canning experience. Are you stressed out? It's like supposed to be fun, you know?
I think it's all fine, but I don't know if we're supposed to be, are we boiling this afterwards?
Yes.
Okay, so this needed to be still on and going because now the water's getting
Because
cold.
you can't put like these jars into like boiling water because they get crap. So you're supposed to put them in, then drop them in, then get them boiling, and once it's boiling, then you wait 15 minutes, then you take them out and let them sit to do that like proper seal or whatever for like 24 hours. Is supposedly how you're supposed to do it. The Mennonite like chick, she was like, we don't sterilize our jars before we do it because like you're gonna stick it in the hot thing and everything gets sterilized anyways.
Yeah.
Because you're boiling it for 15 minutes. So
Yeah.
everybody does things differently.
Well, the outer rings are pretty irrelevant with touching any food. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that outer ring. It would be the jar and that top lid. That would need to be kind of pretty clean.
Alright, so we're gonna do these little ones because we don't have that much.
I mean, I'll eat it. That's if I get sick, that's what we have insurance for. Honey, I'm making a joke. No, we have insurance, so it's been almost 3 decades since I went to the emergency room, so.
Since you went to the emergency room, is that what you said?
Yeah,
Yeah, perfect.
that works. Good job.
Guys, we're freaking this can for the first time. Well, we're not done yet, but we're getting there. We're almost done.
Well, I can say this. The one thing is, it's a lot of work and a big process, but it's making a lot that could last a long time.
You
know what I mean?
Vegetables too.
Oh. Wow, that is so good. Did you make that by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's yummy vegetables stew.
Can I have another bite?
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Want to try some?
Oh, yes,
that's
thank you.
so good.
Mmm.
You want to try the jellies now?
Yeah, try it.
Whoa, that's delicious.
I'm gonna try some.
It's organic, homemade.
Oh my gosh. Try. What do you think?
Yummy.
That's so freaking good. Oh my god, hold on. Okay, I don't mean to toot my own horn. That's the best jam I've ever had in my life.
It should be. It's made with love.
Maybe that's why I like it so much.
And
'cause I didn't know how
organic.
much it took.
And organic tart cherries.
But maybe it's all the sugar. It's delicious. Wow. Storm, you want to try the jam?
Yeah.
Come here, bud. Holy moly. It doesn't taste sour at all. It tastes sweet.
Well, yeah, there's plenty of sugar in there.
Do you like it? Is it good? Do you want a second taste? You guys, we made this. You guys helped make it. You guys picked all the cherries off the tree to make our yummy jam.
And what else should we get?
We still have more cherries, so we can make a whole nother batch of this.
Well, I wonder, I want to see what else other stuff we can make.
Taste similar?
Yeah.
Me too. So, you know what would be so good on toast, butter and toast with jelly? Here,
Yeah.
come here. Oh,
No crust.
here,
I don't want the crust.
here. Well, the kids approve, I approve, I think it's delicious. We're gonna pick one of you guys if anyone's interested, and we will send one of these little small ones to a Patreon member
Yeah,
and
it's
a
hot,
YouTube subscriber. So let us know down in the comments below if you want to be one of the winners of one of our little jams that we made together today. This is so fun. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get them in here, can them, and we will check back in with you in a little bit. All right, the kids love it so much they wanted their own little bowl just to eat the jam out of a little bowl. So we got some ramekins or whatever those things are called, and don't mind our messy table. And the kids are just eating the jam. It's that good. They wanted little bowls, so they got some. All right, enjoy, kids. Now we have a big mess to clean. This is what we canned with the first batch. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this over. And I'm gonna start putting in the, kind of hot. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy and excited right now. I can't even tell you. So they say that you have to fill it up completely, even if it's with empty jars, when you are canning stuff. Whoops. Maybe I need to do this for those. Alright.
That's because we did our cherries.
Alright. Hopefully that's even enough. I don't know. We will find out. And then I think you put it down. So let's get it to boiling. I'm gonna put it on high. It's gonna heat up, and then I'm gonna drop it. Once it starts boiling, I'm gonna drop this down, put it on a timer for 15 minutes, and then pull them out and put them on a cutting board or somewhere away from, it's supposed to be away from the light, but I don't know where I'm gonna put it in my kitchen that's away from the light. Yeah, I don't know, maybe we'll just stick it over there. And yeah, we'll keep you posted. Hopefully it's okay to put different size jars in with each other. I don't know the rules on that, but we'll find out. Hopefully it seals. That's all that matters, is that it seals properly. So here we go. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, honey, I'm so happy that you like it. We worked so hard to make this today, didn't we?
Put in so much hard work to make that, Snow. I'm so proud of you, honey.
But mommy, how are we gonna give some to somebody else too?
Yeah, because we made.
But how do we do it?
Well, we can ship it to them in the mail.
Yeah, I want to ship it to them.
Okay, you want to share it because it's so delicious?
More. Well,
How do you say more in sign? Yeah, more. And then please?
More.
How do you say please?
Please.
And thank you?
Thank you.
And how do you say I want candy?
I want candy.
Good job. You want to do it?
I want candy.
Good job. Very good, guys. I'm really glad you like your jam.
And say, I want candy.
You okay, Snow? You need some water?
I love your music. You're so cute. Your biggest fan. Look at that dance move. That was cool.
All right, we're gonna get ready to blend the second batch. And we got, does this mean it's boiling if it's like kind of bubbling like that?
It's vitamins.
Does that mean it's like I should start the timer? Not yet?
Not yet.
Do you want me to cut this tag? It always hangs out of your shirt and
Yeah,
it's
it
kind of funny. Alright, let me cut it.
Like a weird tag.
I know, it's a Lululemon. My mom got him this like fancy shirt for one of his birthdays.
You can tell people I'm friends with Mom and Dad are my best friend. Mom and Dad are my best friend. Oh, where are the audience? Okay, where are the audience? Whoa!
See our point of view.
Never stop us and we don't want. Oh no. They'll never stop us on the weird nuts. And they never stop us.
Was that boiling?
Oh, never stop us. Oh, never stop us.
I will never stop us. All right, Mom needs to blend
Dave, I
this.
was gonna ask you, forgot to ask you, what's up with these seeds? Isn't that like an outer seed of the seed?
Yes, we can plant those. There's also a lot of medicinal purposes. That's why I saved them.
Don't
We
you,
can
like,
extract
have
the
to-
oil.
Isn't this like the outer seed though? Like it has like
Yeah.
grape open?
Yeah.
Whoa! You're rocking out.
Oh my gosh, smells so good.
Yeah.
You don't just drop it in, or there you go. Good job, babe. You did
Oh,
it.
not that hot.
High five.
It's like a nice bath.
Yeah.
A little hotter.
Okay, so does that
Is
mean
that
it's
okay
boiling?
that it's leaning? Where's your?
Oh shit, I don't think so. Yeah, we gotta have it like.
Why I was saying this is kind of
There you go. It just, yeah, we all want to make them even so that they get a good seal. I think that's the
doesn't have
most
very
important
many
thing.
like rings around it, so it like falls between the.
Well, it's supposed to be full. So I think I maybe should have put an extra one in there, even if it was not, even if it's an empty jar, maybe we put an empty one in there. I don't,
Well,
actually,
at
I don't
this
want to do
point
that
now,
now.
it's
Yeah, it's too
already-
late. Okay, that's fine. All right, so let's pay attention to it. Once it gets boiling, wait, does that mean it's boiling if there's bubbles coming up already? Should I take some of the water out? It's not supposed to be that full of water on top, I don't think. It's only supposed to be like an inch above or something.
We can take some water out because it's just.
Yeah, it's gonna take longer. Can you help me take some water out and I'll start working on the second batch? Yeah, go ahead.
Do we not have a cup?
We have these up here. You wanna use one of these? It's bigger, babe. Or you can use this, or you can use bowl. Whatever's easier. Look, right here.
Yeah, I'll use that bigger one.
Okay. Let's get some more jars. Oh man, I went through those really fast. Alright, hold on. Wait, I have those up there.
So what are you doing?
I think I have more.
Well, we have a lot of hot stuff here.
These ones are too big, but these ones I
You
think
want it just
are.
like an inch above this? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's all it needs. Alright, I need to sterilize more jars for the second batch. Okay, so now it's boiling. So we set the timer for 15 minutes. And then I cleaned this pot out to make sure I got all the sugar out. And here is our second batch that we are going to be pouring in.
Wait, does that have the...
No, this does not have the pectin in it yet. We're gonna add that in once it's in here, whisk it together, and then I need a spatula to get the rest of this out.
Ma'am?
Yeah?
Ma'am,
Yeah?
do you know that you have a hole in your wall?
Well, my husband got really angry and, you know, things happen. So, by the way, when are we gonna be able to get the hood in for that?
You had to tell them that you're joking.
I'm joking, yes, obviously.
Actually, they ripped the whole they ripped the whole hood and stuff down.
construction people did.
But it was already, yeah, it's the wiring for behind the where the hood was for above here, because there's no hood right now. I'm waiting to see if stuff is going on sale for Memorial Weekend.
Yeah.
But I don't know if anything is. I'm just waiting to see if there's any sales, and if not, then we're just gonna end up buying one anyways. But it's not an immediate thing. And then for our viewers out there, yeah, then we'll have a vent hood over here, and I need that because that's my wiring right in there.
Oh, you guys want to hear something really cool? My husband, I don't usually say this online because I don't want people to think we're like cocky. But my husband's a genius. I think he's like very smart, and he knows how to do like electrical and all kinds of stuff, and that's not what his job is. But when we first moved in here, did not have a garbage disposal. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna put a garbage disposal in. And I'm like, okay, thinking like we're gonna have to like call somebody, it's gonna cost a lot of money. I see him like underneath, and he's like, oh yeah, I just finished doing the electrical for this, and like he did the electrical, the plumbing, and like all of a sudden like, how do you know how to do that? And he jokes, he's like, oh, I just looked it up online. He definitely did not look it up online. He just like knows how to do this stuff, and I always say like, babe, you're such a genius. He's like, no, I'm not. People know how to do that. I'm like, no, people do not know how to like just pop in electrical outlets and do recessed lighting and like stuff like that. Like people don't know how to do that. Most
And
people.
you're impressed way too easily. It's
I'm not. You put
easy
in a whole
stuff.
laundry
But it's very
room.
nice that you said that.
You put in
The
the
lo-
whole laundry room.
Yeah, the laundry room. I was really happy and excited with that
And
because
that was pretty.
that was
impressive.
that was a whole extra space that we moved the whole washer and dryer. If you guys are old school, then it was the Roseville house, our old Roseville house up in Northern California. If you guys remember, we filmed that whole house in that project.
It was 6 tablespoons, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my gosh, we're like almost out of this.
I know, that's the first thing I said is, it said 6 tablespoons. I'm like, oh, you're gonna need to order more of this like right away. It's gonna be gone.
Yeah. Alright, so we stir this in. And then we boil this. I'm gonna have you do this, babe, because you do it and have a lot more patience than I do.
But we need to turn it on.
Well, I know, but I was gonna stir it in and combine it first and then turn it on and have you like...
It's gonna take a while to warm up, so I'll turn it on right now.
Okay.
So...
Anyway, yeah. We have a garbage disposal now, which I'm very happy about in the kitchen because not having one was difficult. So anybody out there without a garbage disposal, I feel for you.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're on septic, I mean, you really don't want to put much, like, any kind of food down there, but even, like, little stuff, like little grains of rice, if they go through, that stuff, you know, gets things clogged up pretty easily, too.
There's our second batch. Here is our first batch. And then we are getting these jars ready. This is a drinking jar. And then we have these jars. And
All right, this is done. Now
I
what?
need to put these lids. What's done?
This is done.
Oh, okay. It's time to remove the jars, and it said to remove the jars and put it on, go ahead, and put it on a
I'm
cooling
listening.
rack for over there. So we put the cooling rack over there. Travis gonna, just be really careful.
Yeah.
And they say to keep it upright, don't turn it to take that water off the top, is what I heard in a video. Just keep it upright and just put it, because it could mess up the seal. So it says just
I'm
leave
doing
it.
this because it makes me really nervous to, like, walk it all the way across.
Yeah, no, that's fine. All right.
As long as we start it over like that, we should have plenty of room for
Yeah,
everything.
it should be okay. You guys, this is our first time canning, so if we are really screwing up, please let us know in the comments so that we can learn from our first time and we don't make this. Oh shoot, we are supposed to keep stirring this. That's okay. Is it okay to use silicone right in here while it's hot?
Then what?
In the jam?
I would put the wood, go back to natural.
Okay, let me put the wood. He doesn't like me using anything that's not natural, which I get. All right, I'm so freaking happy right now. I have been wanting to can for so long, like years and years and years, like way before COVID, but I've always been too scared. So like we're actually doing it. So I had to make a long vlog for this one. And I'm so happy my husband's home to help me and you guys are here and I'm excited to share it with you guys. Some of you are like, I am not eating your jam doing it the first time. But I promise you it's so good. I'm like so happy with the way it turned out. At first I was like, that sugar is way too much sugar. 7 cups of sugar, but it was delish.
These are like not even on at all. Like
What's not on?
these are just spinning.
Oh, that's okay. I think, here, put it finger tight is what it was supposed to be. It came loose. Wait, does that mean the seal is not on? It's supposed to just.
I don't know. All I know is I'm trying to grab with this and that is not finger tight.
Yeah, but it's like super boiling hot, right? So I can't touch it to like try to.
Well, I don't
know if that's normal.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's normal. Let me look it up. You're making me nervous. I don't know if it's supposed to come loose like that. It said just to do it finger tight.
Well, I don't know if everyone is like that, but
Is that one like it? The other ones were like that. And I just very gently like put it back. That one wasn't like that. Oh no, I hope it didn't mess up the seal.
well, I don't. It should be vacuum like suction sealed.
Should we check it after it cools down? We gotta check it to make sure we don't need to redo it.
Well,
Oh man, I'm gonna be really upset if I messed it up. I was just so excited just now. $10 for a month and you get access to everything I've ever posted on there. There's juicy story time videos, there's drama videos, so we do giveaways, we do a live Zoom call with our Patreon members. It's just really fun. It's a cool place to like have community and get extra content if you're into that kind of thing. But yeah, I need to keep stirring that. Where's the wooden spoon?
the wooden spoon, I think we were
Up here.
Yeah, because not with the cat.
Hey, you guys aren't supposed to have tablets. No tablets after 7.
Is it 7?
Yeah, it's past 7.
You guys can draw or you can read.
No more tablets. We can read books, we can color, we can play a game. You wanna help me stir the jam?
Alright,
Look, we're making more jam. You wanna help Mama?
so I can tell you right now, it's real easy to see.
Okay.
These ones right here,
Uh-huh.
the lid is down, it's vacuumed.
Okay, the other ones aren't?
These small ones are not sealed.
Mommy's trying to find.
These little ones.
Alright, hold on, that means we need to do it longer
So I
then.
don't know.
Okay, put it down here.
It's gonna boil over. It's too hot. It's too hot. It's too hot.
Okay, pour it in.
Daddy, is it my phone?
Hold on.
Okay, pour it in. What's wrong?
Well,
Honey, it's okay if it boils over just a little bit. It's not the end of the world. Just turn it down and take it off the heat.
I know. This is why I tell you there's patience when you're cooking.
Oh, that's a lot.
Bacon? Okay, honey, we can clean it. It's not that big of a deal. It's not stressed out or sweating
Mama,
small
it's
stuff.
wrong. I'm sure. I'm strong, Mom.
Okay, last one. Off camera, I was like using my finger, because it's just for my kids, to like try to level it out. When I tasted it on my finger, and I was just like, I can't explain to you, like I don't think I've ever tasted something so delicious in my life. And I'm not just saying that because it took me all day, like it really actually tastes so amazing. I don't think I've ever had like true homemade jam, have you? Or sour cherry jam.
Not this kind of homemade.
Like this is as fresh as it gets because it literally was picked off the tree today. So as far as like nutrients and stuff go, I feel like it's as like nutritious as it can get. And I think that like sour cherries, they don't sell them usually at the store because they don't keep well. So they're kind of rare, you know? I'm
Just
curious.
like you, honey.
I could literally just like eat this whole bowl. So good. Okay. So I almost want to make 2 more for each of us, so we can all have one. Let's do it. We have plenty, and then we can still make that fruit roll up. Are you down? Would you eat it?
What?
What?
Yes.
I'm sugar high. Da, 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 da,
Oh, you don't know what I did. I
high.
zoomed right in on your eyeball. Like,
Oh, babe. I already look horrible. I was telling them earlier, I'm like,
what?
those people.
No, you don't, honey.
I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
Oh, fun.
Now I have I was saying, like, I don't know anybody that would get on looking their worst. You know what I mean? Like, this is like pretty bad. This is
Honey,
bad
I
as it
look
gets.
terrible every time I'm on. I never put my
Naturally
makeup
gorgeous.
on.
Anyway,
I don't do my nails.
but I was saying, like, I feel like they're my best friends, and like, you know, if your best friend was like staying over with you,
I
and
would
you just like
absolutely.
didn't care, you know, because they accept you and love you no matter what. I feel like that's my hope.
No, I would. If my best friend was coming over to stay the night, I would absolutely look my best because I'd want to make him jealous.
What's wrong with you? I know you're joking, but oh my god, I really, really, truly wish everybody could try this. It's so, and this was like the foam part.
Yeah, I know.
When it
That's
comes
why they're
down,
like, scrape
it's
the foam off. I'm like,
delicious.
what? There's nothing wrong with the foam. I'm
I
gonna
don't know
spread it
why.
on my
Look,
toast
it doesn't
tomorrow.
look like foam anymore. It looks like jam. It's like beautiful.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
So this is what I think. I've had like homemade jam before, and I've had that top that's like kind of airy and kind of like foamy a little bit.
Okay.
And so I think that's what it is. It's like,
They say to scrape it off because it like messes with the color. I don't know. I could be lying.
I don't know. I think it is like what I've had in the past, which has kind of like an aerated, foamy, kind of like a top, which is no big deal. You can still eat it. It's just not solid.
Okay, so this is not really boiling yet. I want to make sure we get it properly so we get that seal. Guys, I'm so freaking excited. This is going to be the longest vlog ever, but it'll be worth it. Let me know if there's anything else we can can now, because now I'm addicted and I want to can more things. I wonder if like we can go find like discount stuff or farmer's market. I want to get like the purest though. Maybe we go to a farm, like a local farm, and pick like strawberries or something that we can can more stuff. So that in the winter we can have the taste of summer.
Yeah.
Sugar high, can you feel it running? You know what song I'm talking about? Sugar high?
No, just stay over by the pot.
You don't know the Sugar High song? That's what I feel like we 7 cups of sugar in our jam. That's why it tastes so freaking good. Anyway, alright. Catch you later. On the flip side, let you know if we actually did it properly. Stay tuned. I forgot to, we need to do the fruit roll-up. So we're gonna do this. The other fruit roll-up is sugared, not sugared, but it's sweetened with a banana. This is with actual sugar. So
This is
and
the
then
leftover
when we're-
foam.
Leftover foam from the jam that we do not want to throw away, so we're scrappy cooking over here. And we wonder why our kids have so many cavities. We just have to make sure that they brush their teeth and floss after eating these delicious little treats. Alright, so, and then please stay tuned so you can find out if we actually, oh my God, the kids are so loud and it's so late. Like,
My recommendation is to get it off that wire and
Why?
spread it out on the flat surface.
But then I have to pick it up to put it back on.
That's fine. You're just gonna pick up 2 edges,
I don't know.
2 edges, and then you're gonna.
It's not as easy to spread this
Yeah,
out.
well, it's really sticky and sugar
Yeah,
and thick.
then
But I mean, it's just an experiment because you know it
experiment.
doesn't have to be pretty.
No, we're experimenting on how this is gonna turn out. All right, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stick it in the dehydrator. I'm gonna get very sugar high. Let's put this in the, how do we put this in the, on the plate maybe? Can you put a plate in the freezer? Will it break?
No, it will not break.
It will not. All right, so you guys, make sure you stay tuned either tomorrow's vlog so you can see how these turn out. And same with everything in the dehydrator. Do you want to show them what's in the dehydrator? I'm just gonna stick these here. And then here, you can see what's in the dehydrator. Did you put the timer on for the,
Yeah.
okay. And little fruit roll up. we have in here, we have our cherries. These are gonna turn into like little raisins and they're really good. They're like sour and delicious. And then we have our fruit roll up here and down there, so. All right, we are almost done. You can see what we've canned here. And we are getting ready to put our second batch out here. So stay tuned for tomorrow to see if these actually, they feel like so far these are good, but we need to like do the actual still test after 12 hours. So stay tuned for tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and cut this. Oh God, please don't have another one come on right now. Dang it. Okay, so how I usually, I use this little pizza cutter. Can you guess it? I got it from the thrift store. Come on, this one's a little bit trickier to cut. I guess you just gotta push really hard. All right, yeah, I just wasn't pushing hard enough. Okay, so this is what it looks like. This is the end piece. Those are like way better than the ones that you buy at the store, obviously. You can taste the banana in this one. They're delish. Kids are gonna love them. And I give you guys the recipe in the last vlog from yesterday, so you guys can do that. And then also I roll them up, which is really easy to do. So you take your strip, you don't have to do this. Bless you. And I literally roll it, rolling into a little fruit roll up like when I was a kid. And it looks like that. So if you don't have a dehydrator and you are in the market for one, you should get mine. The one I have is so easy to use and it works amazing because I had never used a dehydrator before. And if I could do it, anyone can. And it just does so many different things. Like you can take fruit and like dry it out for like dried fruit. You can make crafts in it. You can make beads out of like avocado seeds. You can do like arts and crafts. So like you can make Christmas ornaments in there out of like flour and water. You can make this, so you can like blend up your fruit, make fruit leathers. There's just so many cool things you can do in a dehydrator that like I had no idea that a dehydrator did that. Thought you just like made beef jerky or something in a dehydrator. So definitely I would say if you plan on making these, I would invest in one of those silicone mats. And if the dehydrator that you do get ends up having an option of getting ones that fit like for it, maybe get those, because the ones I have, I didn't get the mats with the dehydrator because it's like an extra purchase, like it's sold separately, so I didn't get them, but I had like ones just laying around, so I used those. And they're kind of tricky because like when you put them in on the tray, they don't fit properly, so they like kind of come up in different areas, and it could just make it so that your stuff's kind of uneven, which you definitely don't want. You want it all kind of laying flat so everything has proper airflow. But you know, you use what you have. You can use parchment paper, it just won't come out as pretty. So I'm about to show you the jam. So we were able to get out of that whole cherry tree, we got 11 pounds of cherries, sour cherries. We harvested the full tree. There was some we left on for the animals that like weren't fully ripe or whatever. But we were able to make this many fruit roll-ups. And then, which knowing my kids, these will be gone in like 3 days, maybe even sooner. And then we dried cherries, so made cherry raisins. They're sour cherry raisins. They're so good. Those are probably one of my favorite things. And the jam was like so delicious. And then let me show you how many jam jars we got out of our harvest. So here I put on for a little bit more time. Here's the other one with the sugar for the fruit leather. It's still a little sticky, and it could just be from the sugar, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna leave it in a little bit longer. And then here are the cherries. I just put them in there whole. It's probably best to like cut them in half is what the directions said to do, but of course I didn't follow the directions. But they look like this. They're like little cherry raisins and they're delicious. So there was just some in here, like if you put them in whole, like they don't do as well. So now I know for next time, but hot. So I'm just letting that go for like another, yeah, see that mat is not one. See how it curls up? Okay, so here are the jams. And this is how many jam jars I got, or yeah, out of that harvest with making that stuff and this. So I checked my seals today to make sure, and I grabbed it by the seal, and you can see like they all sealed properly, or what seems like they sealed properly. I hope I did it right. Although I did notice, and this might be normal, but like there was some separation like at the bottom. See how like there's kind of looks like juice at the bottom? On some of them, not all of them are like that though. See, like you can kind of see the difference on that one, maybe a little bit on that one too, but on these, there's no separation. So I don't know if I put enough headspace in that one, but I checked all of them, like lifted them up by the seal, and they all are sealed. So very happy about that, because that was the one thing I was most concerned about. Mainly just because I've never canned before, so I wasn't like sure if I was doing it right. It's like literally my first time. So, and because it wasn't just like, oh, cherries I bought from the store that I can go get more of later if I mess up, you know. Sour cherries, which you can't really find at the store. They're very rare because they don't transport well. So I was like, oh my gosh, please Shannon, don't screw it up, because this is like, you have one chance per year, you know. But I was very proud of myself that I did it. So if you are thinking about canning and you're like too scared to do it, and so you keep putting it off because you're like, yeah, I kind of like the idea of it. It would be fun maybe to try it out, but I'm too scared. Just know I was terrified. Like, I'm gonna poison my whole family accidentally. That's what I was most scared of. I'm gonna poison my whole family accidentally, or I'm just gonna screw it up and not do it, and like it's gonna get messed up after I put so much time and effort and energy into trying to do it, because it takes a long time to do what I did yesterday. Literally, we started in the morning harvesting the cherries, and then it was literally an all day, all night process for us. Granted, I, wanted to do it all in one day and harvest all the cherries at one time, which I had to do because they were gonna go bad if I didn't off the tree. They're like at their full ripe peak. So harvested everything, pitted it. I think that's what took the longest, was the pitting. And then I had to process it, make the jams, jar them, can them, let them sit overnight, so it took a very, very long time. But I do have to say it was definitely worth it, especially if you have like sour cherry jam that you made yourself and it's like the purest food. You know exactly what's in it. You don't have to worry about like any of that. I think that's the biggest thing for us right now, is like having the most pure food. And if we know we're growing it on our land and processing it and preserving it ourselves, we can make it however we want, which is really cool. So you know what I think I'm gonna do? These fruit roll-ups, because my kids, I know how they are. They're kind of long. I think I might try to literally cut them in half. Why my kids have so many cavities. Although I was really surprised. My video about the kids getting their cavities, we put like a snippet or a teaser trailer, whatever, on Instagram Reels, and it got over 100,000 views like overnight. And so many people were saying that like dentists, and I don't want to say this for everybody because I know not every dentist does this, but an overwhelming amount of dentists were lying about kids having excessive cavities to make money off of the parents. And so, and even just adults. And it was just really, really disappointing to hear that. I would not be able to sleep at night if I was like doing that to like kids, you know what I mean? Like putting kids through unnecessary pain and like trauma, having to like have surgery and like be put under. I mean, and don't get me wrong, my kids could very well have all of these cavities, and that might not be our situation. I don't know, because I'm not a dentist. But to see how many people commented saying that they went to a dentist, They told them their kids had like 9 cavities, and then they went to get a second opinion, and the dentist said they had none. Was like insane. Like if you go look at the comments on my Instagram, you will be shocked. And it's, those comments are like thumbs up over 100 times, like liked over 100 times, which makes me believe that other people have also experienced the same thing. And it's just heartbreaking to know that it's happening that often and it's that prevalent. And this is like all over. I don't know if this is done in other countries, but I know for the United States, this might be a problem. Anyway, I've cut the fruit roll-ups in half to get more of them. So now I was like, okay, I'm definitely getting a second opinion now on the kids' teeth. And I really want them to not have cavities, obviously. But the problem is like, this is now the 3rd dentist we've gone to. So when Snow was younger, we had a holistic dentist that we went to, and she put like some sort of like treatment on the top of her cavity to help like cover it. I don't know what it's called, but it can make the treatment can make it look like that black stuff like in the teeth. It's just like some metal or something that they put on there to help like prevent the cavity getting worse, I guess. So we already know Snow had a cavity in her back tooth, but now like there's all these cavities all of a sudden. And when we went to a different dentist to get a cleaning done in LA before we left, that dentist was like, yeah, she has some cavities that you'll need to fill. But she was not a pediatric dentist, so she didn't do it. But she was like, you just need to find a pediatric dentist. So that's why I think like this doctor is not scamming us. At least I hope he's not. But what we're gonna do is Snow got x-rays for the first time there, and I'm gonna ask them to send me the copy of the x-rays so that I can send it to some dentist to give me a second opinion based off the x-rays, just to make sure there's that many. So that's what we're gonna do. So instead of getting a second opinion, we're gonna get a 4th opinion. But unfortunately, I do think like my kids probably do have a lot of cavities, but I'm just to be on the safe side, because it's like going under anesthesia and a full surgery. I'm gonna go make an appointment with another dentist and not tell them anything about any cavities, and just let them look with a fresh mind and eyes, tell me what they see, and go from there. So I will keep you guys posted. But anyway, here are the fruit roll-ups. These again are just sour cherries and banana, and they're really good. So yeah, that was our cherry harvest. What should we harvest and preserve next? So I'll tell you what we're growing in the garden that I think we're gonna have a lot of. Yellow squash, so like summer squash, and zucchini. Usually the last time I grew that, we had so much of it, and I think we froze it. Is there another way to preserve that? I wonder if you can can it. I don't know, I'll have to look it up. I'm trying to think of what else is growing and doing well right now. Pumpkin. So maybe like, and this is not gonna be for months, because like once we harvest the pumpkins, maybe we can make some pumpkin pie filling or pumpkin soup, and we can can that because we'll have so much. But let me know all the pumpkin recipes that you guys like, or if you have canning recipes yourself, like please share them with me. And if you want, I can share that recipe if you guys want. I just found it online. So I'll send the link to Rena and she can post it below in the description if anybody wants it. But yeah, I think that was it. I have a doctor's appointment today. The thing that sucks about doctor's appointments right now with the insurance that Travis has is like, not very many doctors in our area take that insurance. So we're having to drive like an hour from where we live to go see doctors, which is like pretty far. But then if I think about it, when I lived in LA, it took an hour to get everywhere anyway. So why am I complaining? I think because I moved to Tennessee, so I didn't have to do that anymore. Now I'm still doing it, driving an hour to get places. All right, how should we store these fruit roll-ups? Let's see. We store them in a little jar and make it fun for the kids to be able to grab one out. I've seen some people, like they do the parchment paper in between, but honestly, these get eaten, and kind of like that, like they stick to each other a little bit so that you don't really need to worry about that. They come apart just fine. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with like mason jars now because look how cute this looks. I just need a little lid. You know what lids I love? I don't know, this one's not gonna fit it. I love these plastic lids for the mason jars because you can use it to store, and I, with my ADD, love having things I can see everything. So this jar is too small for this one, but usually I would use these because this is not for canning. This is like for if you're like storing stuff, you know, and you want to keep it like sealed tight to keep it fresh. But I put this on the open shelves, so I use it a lot when I'm baking. And I just love these little plastic ones that fit over the mason jars, and you can use them for water. So like a lot of times I will take this, fill it up with water, put some lemon in it or some spearmint, whatever, cucumber, make some spa water, and then it's like a water bottle. It's the coolest thing. I love it. So I really like these lids, but this one's small, so I don't know if they make like these plastic lids in the smaller version, but that would be cool if they did. But in the meantime, I will just use a canning lid to store it. And got our little fruit roll-ups in there. How cute is that? Oh my gosh, I'm like so happy right now. I'm so happy it went well on my first try. I was so nervous. All right, let's go offer these to the kids. They just had finished breakfast, so let's see their reaction. Also, we can all just look at the view, take a deep breath, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. One more time. One more time for funsies. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Let out all that stress and worry. All right. I feel like a yoga instructor. But I just feel like it's so important for us just to take a few seconds each day to... Hello, can I offer you a fruit roll-up?
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I want some fruit roll-up.
Okay. Tell me what you think. Oh, you just ate the whole thing? It's okay, you can eat it the whole thing like that if you want, or you can unroll it and eat it unrolled.
I like it like this.
Okay. How does it taste?
Yummy.
Good. Glad you like it. These kids are spoiled. I had like fruit roll-ups from the grocery store. Mine were not handmade by mom. My mom is a saint. She worked so freaking hard so did my dad. Both my parents were very hard workers. My dad's still working. My mom finally retired, but my dad is still working, and yeah. They didn't have time to do the shit I'm doing, you know what I mean? But I think it's really cool that I get the opportunity to be able to make good, healthy, pure food for my kids, you know? And this is not saying that that's all we're gonna make for us. Like, we're far from perfect. Like, I will take them to 7-Eleven and get them donuts, you know what I mean? So like, I don't want anyone to get it twisted that like I'm a purist or an elitist when it comes to food, because I am not even close. But I think it would be really cool if like slowly over time we can try to have more pure food. And by pure food, I mean just like making it myself and knowing it's like, it doesn't have anything bad in it. You know what I mean? Because there's just too many things going on. Like, everything causes freaking cancer these days. And so I'm just doing my small part in hopes to keep my kids healthier, you know? And it might not even work, but at least I know I tried. So that's where we're at right now. I got this picture from the thrift store because Snow got it, and I just keep looking at it. I think it's I don't really like it anymore. I don't know, I feel like it's too like gaudy, but Snow really loved it, and I want to get some pictures for up here because I feel like it'll kind of just make it look not so plain and boring on this side. And then once we get the hood, I think it'll kind of like look more cohesive. But it's a working kitchen. This is what it is looking like. So anyway, all right, I am going to make the kids some lunch. I'm gonna probably like some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches Should I use my jelly that I just made? It has so much sugar in it though. Like, I'm curious as to how much sugar, that's probably how much sugar is in every jam jar and we just don't realize it, you know? Like, I have this blackberry jam in here. Let's check it and see. Blackberries, sugar, fruit pectin, and citric acid. And it says it has 10 grams of sugar, 1 tablespoon serving size of, oh my gosh. Okay, so yes, these have a shit ton of sugar also. So that's, I think it's just normal and we just don't realize how much sugar is actually in our jam. But the cool thing is like we can adjust it if we make it at home. So I made it with the 7 cups of sugar because, you know, you only live once, but I didn't want to mess up the recipe. But I did get this special pectin that says that you can use no sugar or low sugar. So if you wanted to adjust a recipe, a lot of times they say don't mess with the sugar in the recipe because it won't set properly because of the pectin. But if you get this pectin, you can adjust the sugar, like make half of the sugar, which I'll probably try next, or just no sugar at all. So if you're like pre-diabetic or diabetic, you can't have that and you wanna, you know, I don't know, can diabetics have a lot of like, let me know in the comments, can people with diabetes have jam? Or like, are they allowed to have a lot of fruit? Because I know there's a lot of sugar in fruit, but if it's a natural sugar, is that okay? I don't know. I'm seeing this in my camera. So this is my scar from my skin cancer surgery. And I need to, now that I'm in Tennessee, I'm supposed to have a follow-up and have my skin checked again because skin cancer runs in our family. Obviously, I've already had skin cancer. My mom's had it, and we've had to have it like removed. So I need to go to the dermatologist again. And then also both kids have something that I want to get checked out. Snow has something on her face, like a little mole freckle on her face that has gotten bigger, and the border is getting darker, and so I want to get that checked. And then Storm has a freckle that's getting bigger on his toe. Let me show you guys. He has this on his toe right here, and this little freckle. I'm trying to focus the camera, but you can see that it's,
why is it smooth?
yeah, it's smooth, but it's just shaped a little odd. And there's also a darker spot in the middle, and it's getting a little bigger and growing, so we want to get that checked. Well, we need to check it because we want to make sure that we don't have any, that we stay healthy. That's why.
Mommy, is mine okay?
Yeah, honey, it's totally fine. We just like to go to the doctor to check to make sure we're still healthy. That's all. Don't you want to be healthy and strong? Yeah, me too. Here's our little bookshelf. Our books. I hate that book, by the way. I don't know why I still have it. I think it's because I like secretly I want to read it, but it was just so negative. Like, I don't know. I really just got a bad vibe from this book. I don't like it. You know how you get like, you can get like sense, vibes, and energy? There was something about that book. Once I like started reading it, like the first couple of pages, I couldn't get past it because I was like, this is so negative. Like, it was just such a horrible way, like a cynical way to look at the world, you know? But I'm sure there's a lot of people out there. I think the reason I want to read that book is because they say that it's a way to protect yourself against bad people so that you can understand their brain. And I think that that is like why I haven't thrown it away, is because I think you guys know I'm like very empathetic. I feel people way too strongly. I'm too sensitive, people say, but I'm also very just like other people would call me like naive or ignorant, because I just assume that like everybody has the best intentions and, you know, everybody is kind, you know, and wants to help each other. So I think that's like why it's dangerous for me to be in the real world, because I would just I get taken advantage of, which has happened multiple times. And, you know, and people that have a different brain than me that do take advantage of people or are out to get people, I don't understand how their brain works, you know? And so I think by reading that book, it'll help me better protect myself and understand their brain a little bit better. So I think that's why I kept it, but I didn't like reading it because it was just so negative. Anyway, A very popular book. They've banned that book in jails because it was helping the inmates take advantage of the prison guards and like causing a lot of problems. So definitely an interesting book. Have any of you guys read it or know about it? Let me know in the comments. I haven't had time to read any books. Sometimes I'll try to like read one page. I was doing this like while I'm in this program and I haven't been doing it. There's so many things I signed up for at the beginning of the year that I've paid thousands of dollars for and then haven't done it. Like I just feel like such a failure. I don't feel like a failure after canning all that jelly, but I do feel like a failure because I signed up for a workout and nutrition program for the year and I stopped doing it and I haven't done it like in a while. Yeah, no excuses. And then the other thing was I signed up for a business coaching program. Again, thousands of dollars for the year, and I signed up for the whole year. And it's once a week, and I'm supposed to watch these calls once a week, and I stopped watching them. And part of being in that coaching program, there were like daily non-negotiables that we're supposed to be doing. One of them was you have to read like, I think it was like a certain amount of pages of a book per day, like 10 pages of a book per day of like a nonfiction book. You had to work out for at least 45 minutes and break a sweat. You had to reach out to 5 people to check in on them and like just see how they were doing. What were the other ones? Oh, you had to post on social media at least 3 times. And then there was another, I can't remember all of them. Anyway, there's like all these daily non-negotiables and the reading was one of them. And so I would love to just get back on track. But I think I just needed a break for my health. I think that's kind of, you know, if I get too overwhelmed or stressed out, it causes flare-ups like with my autoimmune stuff. And there's just been a lot going on. You know, I moved and, you know, having to find all new doctors and it's been a lot. I don't like making excuses, like, but I am. But what I'm saying is I'd like to get back on track eventually, but today's not that day. But I do want to start reading again. Thanks for watching and thanks for being here. If you watched to the end of this video, please comment I made it to the end so that I know, because you might be the one chosen to be a winner for the jam if you want. Okay, love you, sending you all my love and all my positive energy. See you in tomorrow's video. Mwah.